Hi friends! 2 weeks ago, a bunch of buddies and myself went up to the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, and we situated ourselves a little to the southwest of a town called Escanaba. And while we were out in the woods, we captured an interesting suspected Sasquatch howl. Pretty cool. I'm going to show you what it looks like, and we cleaned it up a bit, and you'll get to hear it. It's actually really cool. So on Audacity, this is what I was able to find out of about an hour and a half of a recording, these 11 seconds. If you look at it, you see little bumps here, which are people talking, but you really can't see anything else. Let me show you what it looks like if we play around with it a little bit more. Okay, we put it into color and it looks a lot cooler. Now, spoiler alert, we're looking at this right here. All right, this is people talking. This is the suspected howl. This is someone talking over the howl. All right, that happens. So why don't we listen to this and see if we can hear it.
I want to get you like really clearing back to back. What was that?
That was a howl. All right, let's look at it a little bit closer. All right, now the area that we're looking starts here, goes across, there. Someone's talking here, so you can't really hear it, but I was standing away from these people and I could hear that howl extremely loudly. Let's listen to it again and look at it like this.
I want to get you like really clearing back to back.
So, what do we have here? Not sure. We know that there were coyotes there, but if you look here and you look at known coyote howls, they're just at a different level. And so it's probably not a coyote. If you look at wolves, are there wolves in the area? Yes, they're not at that level. And so it's something slightly different. Who knows what it is? But what you want to do is you want to take into consideration anything else. Were there wood knocks? Did anyone have any sightings of any large bipedal creatures that happen to be hairy? Are there any other indications that this might be something other than something normal like a dog or something like that? And interestingly enough, while we were there, we recorded some weird stuff. Weird lights. Like lights that were moving up and lights that were flashing, which does happen. Fireflies, glowworms, things like that. But some of these appeared different. Flashing, I didn't see any of those. I did see some interesting lights coming from the woods that there shouldn't have been lights there. And so that was kind of interesting. But who knows? So you collect all of that, and then what you do, if you're a smart person, and I've never been accused of being one of them, you pass this on to someone who is better than you are, which is what I did. And so I gave it to one of my really good friends. His name is Manungahela, and he took this audio, cleaned it up a bit, and we're going to listen to that next. Here's my friend's version. Something weird happens here too, which wasn't in my version. That's kind of interesting. All right, let's listen.
I want to get you like really clearing back to back. What was that?
Okay. Interestingly enough, it is this right here is obviously a howl. And so there's something out there. An obvious question that some of you guys might have is, can't you just get rid of that talking and then you would have just the vocalization? And the answer is you can, but it would negatively impact the recording itself. So really all that we did was amplify. You could remove a lot of this noise, but I don't like that because it ends up sounding fake to me. So friends, in order to record a possible Sasquatch vocalization, number one, you need a recorder, and number two, you have to kind of be there. And then there has to be some kind of a critter to make a noise. Something made a noise out there. It sounds a bit like a possible Sasquatch. And so there is a chance that while we were out there looking for Bigfoot, we may have actually heard one. Who knows? But it sure was fun. And it's cool to look at the analysis and share it with you guys. Thanks for listening.